Hello! Welcome everyone to College of Lore. My name is Kate.
And I'm Jill, and we're doing another session of Estersea today. We are joined by our lovely friends, Camille with a knife, a large one, Chrissy with with lovely new hair, and and Camille has lovely new hair as well. I had already seen it.
The knife kind of highlighted what was going on Camille's square, in all fairness.
True, it was like knife, hair, and then Jake and his lovely beard. So,
next time he'll dye his beard, it's fine.
Oh
yeah. Although Jake, are those plants in the window new, or are they?
No, those are the same gang that's always been here.
Okay, it's my first time noticing them.
Didn't you so Jake and I worked together, and recently we had like a pet page go up at work. And Jake posted, that was you, right? You posted a picture of one of your plants and had a lovely write-up. I gotta tell you, people in my circles at work were talking about it and loved it.
My material was appreciated.
Yeah, it was like grade A. What's the name of your plant? Do you remember?
Alistair.
Right, Alistair, who appreciates poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sensitive, strong but quiet type.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So whenever you get an animal companion, is it going to be a plant?
It already is.
Oh, yes.
In game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I did not understand
Meta
that
joke.
D&D, where you have to specify like what you're talking about.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, Ruben likes
figuring that out
plants.
in real life. Yeah.
Are there baby treants? That sounds like it'd be really cute.
Yeah, there's
How about twig blight?
Yeah.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah. Then they'll grow up and be a nice needle blight.
Kiwi loves and
Bumblebees.
supports
Needle blight.
Kiwi loves and supports your plant companions, Jake.
Thank you, Kiwi.
I'm excited.
You have to like keep them in a pot in your pocket, because otherwise you can't bring them with you.
It's a pot kit at that point.
Never leave home without your pot kit.
Not when you're in Halifax.
Right. Okay, friends, are you ready for some D&D?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the majority is. Okay, good. Okay, so last we left off. So I'll just do a quick recap because I think everyone has a inspo except for Chrissy, who earned and spent one last sesh. So I'll do a quick recap. You're currently in the North Cave. The Kuatoa that you met, Neil Boole, was trying to get you to meet his friend. However, you decided against that and went down another passage in the cave. You found a room with a large head statue, and I think that it was Namalesa who kind of identified that this statue face looked a bit like the current ruler of the Estersea area.
Mm-hmm.
But it looked really old. Like, it didn't look like a new statue. Like, this has been here for a while. Then carrion crawlers showed up, a couple of large worm-like creatures, and you crushed them very easily. I was surprised, but I think I was kind of rolling kind of poorly, so I'm kind of considering giving myself an inspiration after this recap. One of these large carrion crawlers did get stuck in its own tunnel, so that became a more difficult way to traverse if that was something you wanted to try. And at the end of last session, you all leveled to level 4, so well done. Now I don't feel like I have to go easy on you, so good job, me. Let's get to crushing.
That's what you were doing, Jill. Going easy on us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going easy.
No.
It wasn't my bad luck. It was me. I was going easy. Now I can roll good.
Now you can really beat her butt.
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
hoping anyway.
Did we rest in this cave? Someone remind me.
There was no rest yet.
No, I don't think so.
No. Okay, and I just wanted to start us out with a little bit of a question. So you're wandering around this cave, and I was just kind of wondering, like, what kinds of things run through your mind just maybe on a regular day, and are they still kind of like coming into your mind while you're in this cave, or like, you know how just in general in life we're going about our lives, and like we might have some little bits of thoughts that just pop in, and you're like, oh, that song stuck in my head again, or oh, that time when I was in 3rd grade. Are there any kind of
good old intrusive thoughts?
Yeah, the good stuff. I'm just wondering what kinds of things might be running through your mind at any given time. Common thoughts, maybe insecurities, or what have you. What kind of things do your characters mull over? I'll give you a moment to mull that over as well, because I know that's digging a little bit deeper into your character's psyches.
Meldrin is often thinking of what he is going to say or what people think of him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, talking and being noticed is a big part of his day-to-day existence. And I think right now he is thinking quite a bit about what he remembers about his cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Cousins. And what they will say what will they think when they see him. And he's working on a speech, as per usual, when he is anticipating meeting someone for the first time in a while.
Perfect.
As per last session, he's very bolstered and not quite as afraid in the dark as he was at the beginning of this adventure.
That's good.
Yeah.
He's growing. I can go next.
Yeah. Perfect.
So, I think that Namalesa is just always kind of half present. She's always kind of thinking about the history of where she is and learning more to sort of create stories about this history. And so, on a day-to-day basis, it would have usually been just stuff about Estersea, etc. But right now in this cave, she's wondering why this cave is here and how it was created and who lived here. And she's pretty struck by that statue that we found. But she's also thinking a lot about the book that she acquired and that she always has with her now as well. She's also wondering about our friend Neil Bull, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Neil Bull.
And about his faction and his story and what they're doing here and that kind of thing. But yeah, she's not like, she's a very charismatic person, so she's like friendly to other people and stuff, but she's not actually really like thinking about herself or other people very often. She's thinking about these scholarly research that she likes to do.
Perfect. Jake or Chrissy, are either of you ready to?
Yeah, I can go next. I think Ruben, he might not open up about this a lot, but he definitely has a lot of self-doubt about whether he's still cut out for adventuring. Ruben is by far the oldest person in our party, sort of a man of a different generation, coming out of retirement, and worried a little bit that maybe adventuring is a young person's game, and he probably covers over this insecurity with his cheerfulness and being blasé about the dangers.
Awesome. And Lob.
Yeah, so I think Lob, Lob cares very deeply for his family, especially for his sibling Lake. He would often meet for drinks and to catch up, and whereas usually, he's thinking about what's Lake going to talk about today? Probably in this adventure, he's thinking about I hope Lake isn't worried about me, and when's the next time I'm going to see them, and yeah, so especially he did lose his sister, obviously his sibling, his younger sibling is very important to him, and every once in a while he'll his mind will wander to his niece who's in the city he hasn't seen for a while. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, thank you for letting me in a little bit. And now, let's get back into the game. So you have just finished your battle with the carrion crawlers. And you killed 2 of them. They looked really scary, but you made quick work of them. And you are still in that area. Where would you like to go, or what would you like to do next?
Well, we're not going in that hole any more than we're going in the other holes. I mean, also there's a whole bug in it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had also like carved into these creatures to kind of like investigate their like what they've eaten and things like that. So
Yeah,
it's
no, I
Biology of sorts.
yeah, kind of a mess.
Although one has an arrow in its butt.
Yes, that is true. Mm-hmm.
Did I put that there?
You or
I think it
I don't know.
was you because you had imbibed.
I think so, because I have a recollection of that, yeah.
Yeah, you imbibed a little that session, so you were exciting at the end there.
I forgot. I was tipsy.
This is our chance to make up a lot of things about Lob.
Don't you remember when you told us? Yeah.
Right.
So for options, there's this passageway where Neil Bull scurried off, asking us to follow. I believe this is one of the holes that Meldrin was referring to, that he does not want to go down. But I do think that our friends are down there. There's also this moldy hallway that has like a
I never
cliff.
said moldy. I never said moldy.
It looks
But it was quite pretty with all the glowing mushrooms.
right.
Aren't mushrooms literally mold?
Oh,
Well,
well,
they're
this
fungus.
isn't like, yeah, this is a fungus.
It could be
You know that there's
acidic.
And then there was like a slippery looking slime on the floor.
Yeah, it seemed
So slimy hole?
gross. Yeah.
There's a slime
hole.
hole. There's a
Water
buggy
hole.
hole.
There's
The
the
wet
yeah,
hole,
there's
the
this
slimy
smooth
hole.
hole, there's this like wet hole, and then there's this slimy one.
Yeah.
And the Neil Bull hole.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm
Neil
not
Bull
against following Neil Bull as long as we can sneak and he can't see us coming.
The thing is, he does know where our friends are.
We are at all times.
No, he knows where our friends are. The people that were here
Well,
trying to see.
yeah, I suppose we can assume that he does.
Well,
yeah.
he said that he did. Yeah. But then he
They're
was
an
like,
odd creature, but I'm not sure they pose much more of a threat than those bugs we just fought.
true.
That's fair.
I mean, and also we killed those bugs. We could kill. Not
We
that
kill
we
a fish.
want to. We could kill a
Worst comes to worst, we can.
If we had to.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had to.
Before we continue, Jill, do we know what Neil Bull's pronouns are? Because we're kind of
He, him.
flipping between he, him. Okay, cool.
Our characters don't. I think Neil Bull called himself.
He
Neil
had
Bull.
one of those little he/him pins on his shirt.
Oh yes, yeah.
I remember seeing it.
The characters have like labels above their heads.
Yeah, they've got
Yeah.
like
No cars.
some of them have an exclamation mark, but it
Yeah,
always
that means they have a
it
class.
always includes their pronouns as well. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a magical world where, we just automatically know what people's pronouns are. It's fantasy.
Well, it's probably better to practice asking people in a role-playing game so that you remember to do that in
That's
real
a
life.
very good point. That is excellent.
We'll
I mean,
ask Neil Bull what Neil Bull's pronouns are the next time that we see Neil Bull.
yes. Neil Bull's like, Neil Bull.
Yeah, Neil Bull is Neil Bull. Say Neil Bull before everything.
So, what are we feeling like? Going to check out Neil Bull?
I'm voting
Neil
Neil Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neil
It's
Bull.
less slimy, less narrow, and less wet.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's
We
be
get
lucky.
to we get to
Can't
see
believe I ever say something.
we get to
about a
see
wet
Jill
hole,
do
but-
that thing with her eyes again if we find it.
Yes.
The Neil Bull eye.
Yeah.
All right, so if you want to move your characters for me, that way I can kind of see your marching order and see like where you are.
Oh, they are behind me, Anomalisa.
No, I think that
Speedy.
you should
Yeah,
go
what
first.
order are we?
I mean behind.
Yeah.
Something like this.
Okay.
I don't need my handheld. I never did.
Never.
Oh, imagine
who would?
You're just
Never
like
know.
holding onto like the back of Lob's shirt. It's just so we don't get lost.
It was nothing. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh no, Lob doesn't care. Lob's not gonna react. Lob respects you enough to like know, like, okay, no, Meldrin needs like, you know, a little bit of support, and that's fine. But he doesn't need to be like, you know, acknowledged for it, you know.
Right?
He respects your pride.
Or does anything to my pride.
He's proud of how far you've come so far already in this dungeon.
He is actually incredibly proud of Meldrin. Like, he thinks Meldrin's being extremely brave. Like,
Meldrin is going to pretend like none of this happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one goes into the repressed binder.
That goes to the mind vault.
Yeah.
So I have a thought about how we should approach entering this next situation. I remember that Neil Brule had an uncanny ability to see me in spite of all of my stealth training and my magical abilities. I don't think we're going to be able to count on sneaking up on them. I think stealth should not be our approach to this.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So we should just like sing a little song all the way down.
Whistle while we work.
That's
Yeah,
you know, there are no
what?
wrong answers in brainstorming.
Wow.
Yes,
Such a supportive
and
group right
yeah.
So much positivity everywhere. I love it. No wrong answers.
As you enter into the chamber with the columns and this hallway, you do get that slight pressure.
Right.
Just
Oh,
like
no.
not a headache or anything. It's just kind of like, oh, okay. You know, you notice it, but it's not like it's something that if you're in it for a while, you'll probably kind of forget about.
Okay.
So is everyone else feeling that too, or is that just my old bones aching?
Was this the reason we didn't want to come this way in the first place?
Maybe.
Well, we definitely got bad vibes, and I don't think the weird sinus pressure like
I definitely
helped
think
that.
bad vibes is like this definition of what's happening right now.
Yes, I feel
Very
like Lob
physical bad vibe.
Lob instinctively like kind of like clears his nose every once in a while, just trying to like relieve that pressure.
Yeah.
Like kind of
It seems like a
Pop
very
your ears,
55-year-old man thing. Yeah, just that a little bit.
I think that would help like a little bit, but not
Yeah.
that much.
Doesn't go
It
away.
would still,
Yeah, I do this thing. I do this thing in real life where I like open my mouth wide and kind of like roll my tongue a little, and
Uh-huh.
like so I feel like he's doing that, just like
Yeah.
just trying to relieve it.
No, like when you're in an
That's
airplane.
popping.
Yeah,
Is Lob popping his eardrums right now? Sorry, big guy. Patting the
just
lower back because you're too tall.
Lob's butt.
I mean, we're not there yet.
Do you continue?
Yeah,
Bravely
That's so
onwards.
ominous. Sure, I got an inspiration point.
She's stroking her chin. That means something good's about to happen.
yeah. There's one thing I know about DMs.
Okay.
It's that if
Bob,
they ask if you're sure.
You look into this room.
Your love, I see.
With his big steampunk goggles
Ooh.
on.
So, this room looks like it was some sort of laboratory at some point. There are areas with shackles on the wall, overturned tables, and many broken glass instruments strewn across the floor. Most of it looks like it's been pushed against the walls, as though someone was trying to clean it out, but didn't do a great job of it. There is some sort of container in the south of the room with 4 crystals in front of it.
So
And- And right where you're standing, also, it kind of looks like just directly underneath you and around you, it kind of looks like if you were to place it, you might think it's some kind of a doorway. It doesn't look like any kind of door you've ever seen. And you do notice one on the north, just where that gray patch is, or well, not gray, but that slightly darker area.
Okay.
Yep. And then there's another one right here. Yeah.
And is this? I don't know how to do the thing. But these yellow bits here, is that
Those are
where the
4
crystals are?
Yeah.
right?
To ping like this, Chrissy, you just hold left click wherever you hold your left click down wherever you want to. Yeah.
I know all of them.
Game change.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm green. Okay.
Yeah. So those are the 4
Well-
crystals.
What we got here is some run-of-the-mill quartzite,
Mm-hmm.
right? Intelligence roll.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you get to use your like dungeon stuff?
Can I use
Because
Can I use my stone sense?
yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
My good at rocks. My grandpappy's words whispering to me from beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Your good old rock brain.
I think it's only 11.
Yeah. This looks like, what did you call it? Quartzite. Too.
Quartzite.
Yeah. You're sure. You're like, this is definitely.
Hmm.
It feels right.
Yeah,
polished.
you know, you see this all over the place. I'm definitely gonna slap a hand on the top of one of them.
Which one?
You know,
It's so much
you
quartz.
can fit so much quartzite in one of these.
Yeah. Which one?
Which one do you slap?
This
She
one?
asked
The
ominously.
second one from the west.
The one I'm right in front of.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Okay. So
run of the mill.
the
Not-
the northernmost door, like sphincter shut.
sphincter shuts.
Yeah.
Why are there so many buttholes in this place?
You know,
Do you know who our DM is?
a game that just has a lot of sphincters in it. Like it just happens.
It's a very
Sphincter
Freudian
everything.
adventure.
Okay. Yeah, see, the thing about quartzite is it tends to just make those sphincters shut.
Interesting.
I'm gonna
I
let
see.
go of it. Does something happen
Okay.
when I let go?
No, it's like you slapped it and it changed and you took it and it lit up while your hand was on it a little bit, like a glint. Not like a wow 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 or anything, but like enough that you noticed it and then you took your hand off and nothing else happened and it didn't, like it stopped going.
I'm gonna say, whoops.
Can
Lob
Namale?
see-
Oh, you go first, Lob.
Yeah, Lob sees that and he walks over to the closest one to him and like smacks that one.
Okay?
You do have to
The-
smack it. You can't touch it gently.
As your hand touches it, it glows briefly and then the far east door sphincter shut.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want Namalesa to maybe just step forward a couple steps?
Yeah.
Namalesa
a
wants
good
to
point.
step forward, and she's gonna like scooch in beside Meldrin, and she's gonna slap the same one that he slapped.
Okay? It glows briefly and the north door opens.
Aha!
Hey.
Just as I suspected.
Wait a minute.
What did the other two do?
1,
Yeah.
2, 3 doors. But 4 crystals.
Okay, Namalesa slaps this first one.
The most westernmost door shuts.
Okay,
Okay, so the one that we just came through?
so
So
what?
now the north door is open and the
Side.
other 2 doors are closed.
Does Ruben want to hit the last one since we've all had a chance to hit a
it
crystal?
has to be
This is
Ruben.
the one that has a death trap on it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there's no way I'm hitting this.
Cover it.
This gadgetry makes me uncomfortable.
Is it the
Well-
sphincters?
I'm old-fashioned. I don't like this contraptionism. I was no more comfortable with Ellie Joy Bell's machines.
Lob then excitedly hits the quartzite, which he has completely accepted as fact.
Okay, so that like number 3, like if we call it like
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Number 3, you hit it and it glows, but the glow almost goes away before you even take your hand off it, and nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Lob's disappointed.
Yeah.
Wink.
Yeah.
So
Do it again.
Should we like call out
Yeah.
for Neil Bull, or should we?
Yeah, Lob's gonna hit it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Lob wants something to happen.
Yeah,
He got
for
super excited.
So for number 3, once again, you tap it, and it looks like it's about to do something, but then it doesn't do anything.
Lob definitely lets out a
All right. This
Oh
is
wait, here I'm
called
gonna draw
mystery.
in. I'm gonna draw in which doors are closed. So this one's
which
closed,
sphincters are
and
closed.
this one's closed.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to go do a good old investigation of this room, see if we can't find another door or anything else interesting.
Okay.
I would like to help you. Do I have to roll?
To
So-
help? I think
Yeah, if you
so.
take a health action, then that one person rolls with advantage.
So I don't have to roll. Okay.
Lob is going to check out those doors specifically because
Okay.
he is fascinated.
Are they like soft, like sphincters?
I hope not. Oh,
In
are
the
we?
middle between like flesh and stone, like kind of a weird middle ground that you probably never
Hmm.
really considered.
Are we in a big whale butt?
Mm-hmm. That's really nice.
I don't like it.
My investigation is at least 17.
Oh, okay, cool. So you notice, where's my pinger? You notice here that there is the remnants of like a carrion crawler tunnel. And with that investigation roll, you think maybe that's where the carrion crawler tunnel dug to.
I eat.
Yeah, and you do see there's a couple of little manacle sets here. There's this table that's overturned. Like I said, there's like glass implements like broken on the ground. You don't really notice much about those. You do see this container down here, and it looks
Container? Like
it looks like if you were to place it, I think with that intelligence roll, like it looks kind of like a chest of some kind, like something to hold items or whatever.
Storage.
is
storage.
it wood?
No, it's not wood. It's definitely made out of that same malleable, fleshy rock material as the doors. Like it's made out of the same material as the doors.
Now, Melissa, you read books, right?
Mm.
What is that? What is that?
Like the material that it's made of,
Yeah.
or the thing itself?
The material, like, is that a monster? Like, am I looking at a monster?
What could I do for a check on that?
You could try nature, arcana, maybe history, if you're trying to like go through your like.
Okay, so with Jack of all trades, I get half my proficiency on everything, right? Half your proficiency bonus. So nature is going to be +4. What else did you say?
Arcana or history.
Ooh, arcana is 6. Or history is 7, though.
I think you'll get different information depending on what you roll. I guess
Well,
I'm just concerned about this material.
History is what she would naturally be the most predisposed to do. When you asked her a question, she would go to history, right? So that's what we'll check.
Especially since Mel was like, you read books.
Yeah. So 19.
Nice, okay. You think about all of the things you've ever learned about. All the materials, all the creatures, just everything. And you can't think of a single thing that would have, like anything that you've read about personally that would have like a texture or like a movement like this.
Yeah.
It seems completely alien to you.
I've got a hunch I know what it is. This is some kind of exotic giant mimic. Probably attack it before it attacks us.
Are we in the mimic right now?
No, the strange metal flesh chest.
Okay. Thank you.
I've seen quite a few mimics on my
I thought about
back in my day.
maybe creating a new nightmare. Aw, Maddie.
Yeah. She
Kitten.
decided to join.
Hi, kitty.
Okay, well, I explained that I have no sweet clue what this is.
I like that theory.
Turn your back to it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Do or don't.
Don't turn your back to it.
Okay.
Namalace's gonna come up here and be like, Neil Bull?
Okay.
Hello?
You look up into this chamber, and you notice that it does continue, but there's like almost a bit of a yellow cast to it. Almost like there's something blocking your path.
Oh. Weird.
And you don't hear anything from up that way.
Okay.
Caves are bad. I changed my mind.
Well, this way seems to be blocked by a weird film. Maybe we can open this door?
Can I just check out the manacles real quick and then just see if I can find out how recently they were used?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You had a really good investigation earlier, so I'll just tell you that they look like they haven't been in use for like hundreds of years.
That's good, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want? Should we open the door?
I think so. Lob?
Lob,
Will
start hitting
Will you do the honors?
Lob, pull the lever.
Lob, he is visibly excited for Lob. So yeah, do we want to open up that door that you guys were all crowding in front of?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Lob goes over and no, it's which one is it? 4?
Yeah.
Just slap them all.
Pop, 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 pop. No, it was number 4.
Do you slap all of them?
No,
Okay.
Lob is going to hit 1, 2, and 4.
Okay.
We still don't know what number 3 does.
Okay, so 1, you hit it in that order. 1, 2, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, there's an order.
You open 1, and that door opens. You hit 2, and this door closes. Let me just move this here. And you hit 4, and this door opens.
But it like opens like a
Yeah, it's like
an aperture or something.
an aperture. That's a nice word for it.
That's probably a better
pull it
mental
out that it's
image.
Victor if I'm going through it.
Okay, yeah, we'll say aperture.
Okay.
The door aperture is open.
Is it a little slimy?
No, it's not slimy.
Lob is going to hit 2 again, just to open up that middle door.
Okay, sure.
Because it does look like that's just like a little thumb.
It might be good to close the
room.
doors behind us.
I don't see any need to.
What if,
Unless we have to make a quick escape.
what if enemies follow us? I don't know.
How would we close the door if we are all through it?
Okay, so not the one that we come through, but I'm thinking if we
like
want, we
this
could
one
keep
here.
we could keep doors 1 and 2 closed.
That's true. I kind of like that.
Lob is going to check out what's in here first. Like I said, it just looks like a little thumb.
Yeah, so you look in, and I'll just draw a little line here. You look in, and it's kind of like there's a yellowish tint to the air in front of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like it does go on. It doesn't look like
Yeah.
a dead end, but there's this weird sort
Right.
of like
Okay.
barrier.
Yeah.
That kind of.
Okay, yeah. I was writing and distracted by Maddie, so.
What do we
I'm
see?
cool.
What do we
Seeing
see
the
through
doors,
this
though.
door?
All right, sorry. Okay. So you, the door opens, and you see a crossroads here. Let me see. You can see further. What's your dark vision at? 60 feet?
I think so.
Okay.
I've got a 90-foot dark vision, but I think Ruben's still keeping an eye on the thing he's convinced is a mimic.
So
The
straight
sphincter?
ahead,
Whoa.
you can
the
see.
box.
One second here. Got to get my numbers straight. Okay, so straight ahead, you see a chamber that is round with one huge glowing mushroom near the center of the chamber. There are fungal filaments threaded throughout the rocks along the floor and walls. There are several stalagmites also in the chamber.
We can't see the end of that chamber.
Yet.
I don't like
What?
the looks of that. Do these little filaments, like, it looks like they kind of stop 10 or so feet away from the mushroom, but do they continue, or?
Very, very thin. Like, you know how roots are? They're like thick and then they get, so like anything past that are very, very thin, very fine.
Okay. What do you guys think? Should we go into that room or should we go down? This tunnel also doesn't look smooth like the rest of these chambers that we've just been in. It looks more like the rough natural walls that we saw earlier.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Bob should go.
Yeah. Oh, yes, definitely.
Does anyone want to give me a perception check?
Sure. Ooh.
I mean, I guess.
I only got a 6.
Okay.
Can we all do perception?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I got 13.
Okay.
And
So-
I got 20.
Oh wow. Okay. So the two rangers notice that in the, like, from your distance in the wall here, there seems to be a where's my pointer? There seems to be like a similar hole in the wall that what the carrion crawlers have done.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, we can handle those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so Lob's gonna kind of go to the mouth of this. Whoops. Come here. Go to the mouth of this room
Okay.
to see what he
Oh.
can see.
PPP. Okay. Okay. So you can see that this chamber connects to one heading south.
All right. I relay that information back to the group.
Is that a normal mushroom? Like, that's the thing that happens with mushrooms?
Can I do a history check on the mushroom?
Yeah, sure.
Can I do a nature check on the mushroom?
Ah! I rolled
Seems
another 2.
logical.
I've only got 9.
You've probably read some like kids stories about various interesting fauna and flora. Maybe you read like Jim and the Giant Mushroom. Max and the Giant Mushroom. And it had like, it was floating in the ocean and there were like giant bugs in it. It was a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6.
Okay. You probably read the same story when you were a kid, when you were like when you were training to be like a natural.
Right.
You know, they were the kind
Yeah.
of books you read as a kid, so it was like,
So
oh, this one has me.
Lob and Numelisa start reciting like a child's limerick at the same time. A child's
like
limerick about the
Lob-
mushrooms.
Love definitely heard like an older version, so like you're doing like the modern version. Every once in a while, Love's like, no,
That's not how it goes. Yeah.
Tell you, that's
Of course,
that's the
Namalesa
scam.
knows both versions, but
Right.
But it's safe, right? Like that's
I mean, they wrote kids' stories about mushrooms, so could they be that bad?
kids die in stories.
Yeah.
True. Yeah,
Like they get eaten by
I'm
giant
leery of this
things.
mushroom based solely on its size.
Yeah, I'm leery because of the little tendrils coming off of
Yeah,
it.
that's also worrisome.
Yeah.
So my question is, should we just not go into that room at all and just go south right down here? Or should we try and skirt like the edges of this room and go down here?
Let's go south because it looks like
Yeah.
it connects to the glowing mushroom hallway.
It might.
And so I kind of feel like, oh Siri, I'm not talking to you. Okay.
You want to go back to the glowing hallway?
No,
Let me help you.
It'll just
No, I was being Siri.
Now, is this something that we are metagaming by looking at the map, or have the
Oh, you
strangers
could
put
I think
together
that
a
you can
magical
remember.
map in their brain?
And Namalesa, I think, has been like sketching
Nice.
on some paper as we've been going through to kind of keep track of where we've gone. And that will be the explanation for why we have such a great memory for this map that we're all staring at.
yeah, and
Well,
like I feel like Lob has a pretty good sense of direction.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm all for avoiding the giant mushrooms, so yeah, let's just go straight down this way.
Yeah.
In old school D&D, Neil would say if he were here, you would never get a full map like this. You'd have to keep track of it on your own based on the DM's verbal description of where things were. And you may or may not be accurate in your tracking.
Oh, I'd be hopeless at that.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I'm trying to like minimize the map when I don't need it, just so that I like to remember to use my mind, my theater of the
Oh,
mind.
goodness.
Okay.
Mm.
You hear
Oh.
the bull say, oh, and here they are now. So you walk into this room, and you see a chamber with stringy tendrils hanging from the ceiling. They are flickering and glowing in various places in the room. At the center of the chamber is a figure who is standing very still but breathing heavily. Two other figures stand with them. One seems to be a Kuatoa. Well, actually, there's two Kuatoa now, because Neil Boole is in there as well. So there's a second Kuatoa. And the other is a water genasi. They appear to be scanning the room. If any of you have seen Neil or Tuan's cousin, you would recognize that the water genasi is Ogun, one of the missing party.
I mean, there's not a lot of water genasi in the world. I think it's not hard to be like, not to be kind of racist, but do you know Tuan?
All right.
He's horrible.
So you're just looking in, and Lob, that is what you see since you're first in line.
Yeah. Lob definitely like does a little start. Like I think he got like into exploring and kind of forgot like, oh yeah, there's like other things down here.
The figure as you were introduced to, or when Neil will like recognizes that you're here and says that, the figure that was standing very still turns around, and this figure looks like kind of skinny and wearing like a robe, and they have kind of a biggish head, and they've got like tentacles coming from the bottom of their
A
head.
Cthulhu? Wait, no, is this a Squidward?
Kate knows what it probably is, but I would like to.
Camille has guesses too, but I hope it's not.
I think it is probably. But
I was actually worried about that when we had the pressure on her head.
yeah.
The pressure is definitely rising as you're coming towards this chamber.
So
I can't.
we should file in. But yeah, Jill, that's this character here, right?
The green one that you just pinged is Ogun.
This is
one that I'm
Ogun.
moving around,
Oh, I see the tentacles. It's
yeah,
just a
I'm
little
moving
bit
the
small.
tentacled face.
Oh, okay.
I see.
You can zoom in on the map if you.
I am pretty zoomed in.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, it's good. So, what should we do?
Okay, and the light fish there, that's Neil Boole, and then this is the other.
I always
Fish
think
boy.
that they're
Okay.
just like some fish on the ground, but those are characters.
Yeah.
Those are people, Camille!
They're people. All right. Oh, I don't want to file into the room. That room has more pressure on my brain.
Yeah.
Well,
Love is
except for the
definitely
water
unsettled.
genasi is probably someone we should talk to.
Yeah.
That other guy's got a little thing going on.
I think we're more vulnerable if we're stuck in single file like this.
Yes. Well, Lob is going to kind of like come in, like squeeze the side a little to kind of let the others decide how we handle this situation.
The second Kuatoa comes up, and she's wearing a like seaweed outfit. So it looks like there's kind of like seaweed straps and like seaweed wrap.
Very
and
fashion.
She says, "Hello, are you Neil Boole's friends that he met in the other chamber?"
Oh,
Certainly are.
Yeah.
And who might you be?
Decided to join us. Maybe you can be of some help to our friend, Esrix. And Esrix steps forward, and they just kind of look at you and kind of assess you as you are standing there.
huge fan of that.
Esrix?
Esrix.
An obelisk?
And we recognize, sorry, what's the name of the cousin?
Ogun.
So Namalesa will be like, Ogun, is that you?
Ogun takes a moment and says, "Yes. You found me. Thank you for coming.
You're all right.
I'm fine. Thank you for asking."
We were worried about you. We've been sent by the Queen to come get you.
That's great news. I'm so glad that you've come to get me.
Can I?
We should be able to go get my brother as well.
Yes, we would love that.
Just come on out of the room and we'll just go.
All right.
That was easy.
Well, bye.
Esrix
Stupid face.
sticks along with you, and Ogun says, "While we're at it, we can help my friend, Esrix."
Not a
And
huge
need
fan of
help with.
Well,
Yeah.
Bipple, or sorry, the other Kuatoa pipes up and says, "I'm Bipple, and Esrix needs help to get back home.
Oh.
He's been separated,
before we continue,
or they've been separated. Sorry, yeah."
before we continue, could we just quickly ask what your pronouns are?
Oh yeah. We just everybody.
asking.
If we could go around.
Bipple, she, her, Neil Boole, he, him, and Esrix, they, them.
Okay.
And cousin.
Ogun, he, him.
He, him. Okay.
Ogun, he, him. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Or Lob like glances at the others. It's just like, oh, we're just here to collect the missing citizens of Estersea.
So, could I do like an insight check on whether I'm feeling that something spooky is going on or not? Because I think Namalesa, if she didn't suspect anything amiss, would want to help if she could. But I think we're all hesitant because this dude has got creepy tentacle face, and
Right.
yeah.
We're just we're judgmental.
Yeah, so I want to do like an
Well-
insight check to see what I'm thinking that I might know. I mean, whatever. I'll do my insight roll, but I'm looking at what's the cousin's name again?
Ogun.
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 I'm gonna write it down because it keeps
Ogun.
O-G-U-N.
it just keeps falling out
O-G-U-N.
of my head.
Ogun.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So I might kind of know what his mannerisms should be like, that kind of thing. So I'm just seeing if like he seems all right because
Yeah.
the two Neilbull
Cool.
and Bipple, they seem weird, but that could just be
A cultural thing.
the way that they are, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do an insight check.
Yeah, like off the dome, like Lob is comparing Ogun to like Tuon,
Mhm.
and he's like, he just said his name a lot for somebody like like compared to like Tuon, who was like very eloquent. Like,
Yeah.
On the other hand, Mildred's going to snap out of it and realize that somehow Lob is talking more than he is. Oh, I am so sorry. My name is Meldrin Chainsworn, and I have come here with my companions to save you. Asterix?
Are you talking to
What are their
Estrix?
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 Yeah, I think specifically Asterix.
Okay. At this, Estrix tentacles like look a little bit like excited.
is that his last name?
Oh,
Oh
my.
shit! Their tentacles, Estrix. So you're talking to the person with the tentacles, right? Not to the So they're excited that
And
you
Mildred's just like trying to
are
keep
going
a
to
super
help
straight
them
face.
get back to their home.
Can you
Cuttlefish.
speak common, Asterix?
You hear in your mind.
Oh, good.
Oh,
I like that.
yeah, so you hear in your mind, I can speak, but in these parts, in this area, it becomes a little bit dangerous. And with that communication, I'm pulling in. I should have had this ready. You would think I would have this ready. Oh. I need somebody to roll me a D100.
Oh no.
I can do it.
He's got
Okay.
some percentiles.
17.
17.
That's awfully low.
Okay. Okay.
No, don't laugh. Stop. Stop laughing.
Okay, so in that moment, all of the dangling tendrils and all of the rocks and like loose objects in the room just like blast away from Meldrin's location, just like, and anything that was kind of loose on you, like if you had like, I don't know, like a little, I don't know, dust or whatever on you, it just all gets blasted away from you. So yeah, all of the tendrils just whoosh, like swing up away and then dangle back down.
Like a gust
And
of
then-
wind or something?
You don't feel any wind. You don't feel a breeze or anything. It's just all the objects
It's
move
just power.
and then settle back down.
Like in anime.
Yeah. And Bipple and Neilbull look at each other and then bring their attention up to Estrix and then look back at Meldrin.
That was impressive. How about you don't talk anymore? As much as
Cool.
I really enjoyed that experience, and you're a very interesting, good person I have now met, I'm gonna roll at least
Oh,
some
Wait, what was your
persuasion.
insight earlier?
It was 9.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're not getting. You don't. I guess you're not getting enough from this character to like get a real great reading yet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to do a minor charm, not charm. I'm just trying to be nice and persuade this person that I'm being nice to them, even though I'm terrified, with a roll of 23.
Okay, yeah, you're pulling it off. Like all that bravery training you've been doing in the other chambers is like really paying off. You're actually feeling, kind of confident now. Like,
But it's also like I'm trying to make them feel at ease and like I'm being suave and debonair, even though I'm like, and you're a very tentacle good person.
Mildred looks cool as a cucumber, but his feet are so sweaty.
Basically.
Could I roll insight on Ogun? There's something not right about this situation, and I feel like he's speaking under duress in some way.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're more insightful than I was.
A 9.
Yeah, no, that's exactly as insightful as I was.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same, yeah. I don't think you would have met Ogun before, so it's hard for you to know exactly if he's acting out of character or not.
All right, well, how can we help?
Bipple pipes up and says, Estrix used to live up north and recently has been displaced. And there's something in the way, not sure how to get him back up there. And yeah, we're hoping to resolve that.
To the north of here. What's to
the
the
northern part of this cave?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You mean the hallway with the yellow?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, we'll do our best, but to be honest, we just got here and are not at all familiar with this cave or, anything in it. So I don't know how helpful we're going to be.
Including you.
Yeah. I mean, we'll try our best, but I'm just setting up the right expectation level here.
When we fail.
Yeah.
Our primary objective has to be our duty to the queen.
Of course.
And I need to find my cousins.
Yeah, do you guys know where they might be? Like, where's the other brother, the other water genasi? Who certainly has a name as well.
It's a good guy.
Okay, wait, let me open this up here. Veles.
Okay.
Veles and Ogun.
Billy? Like,
how do you spell it?
Veles.
B like ball or V like Victor? Okay.
Victor.
V-E...
Valise.
Valise.
I'm trying to think of how Mildred would say it in a seductive situation. Valise.
Let me pull up something here. Okay. Okay. We must go down to find your other companions. They're down with the Kuatoa, said Bipple.
Oh, great.
They're trustworthy.
Very trustworthy. Except, I don't think they'll be happy to see Estrix down there.
Like that.
Well, Estrix doesn't have to come.
Well, we don't want to leave them.
Why?
All alone? They don't like to be alone.
Fair. I wouldn't want to be alone here either.
Might I ask how you and Estrix became acquainted?
No.
Fair enough.
Why don't we go to the other Kuatoa? You just wait here. We'll bring Buddy
Ogun?
Ogan. Who's correcting Meldrin right now? The DM or a person?
Yes. Neil Bull's like, Ogun?
Yes, Ogan. We're going to take our very good friend that I've known for a long time, Ogan, with us to help us identify his brother.
Ogun pipes up for the first time. Like, you've noticed that he's been very quiet and not very expressive. And then he says, I must stay and protect Esrix.
Well, that's a thrall.
Yep. Lob doesn't know what this is, but Lob does not like it.
We're all getting bad vibes right now.
Vibe check, it's bad.
Then you stay also. Bye.
So what do you propose that we do then?
Bipple will say, solve the problem.
Play D&D. God.
You get the impression that they don't know how to fix this issue either.
So-
and they're hoping that you have information that they don't.
To be clear, what we're trying to do is get through this barrier. That's what they want us to do?
That's what they want, yeah.
Okay.
We didn't try to go through, did we?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
I don't really trust yellow gases.
It's not a gas, it's like a film.
Okay, I don't trust yellow films either.
We could just kill them all.
Are you saying that out loud?
No.
Anomalies like, hey guys.
That's very anomalisa.
Maybe we're the baddies.
Yeah.
Remember fatties?
I mean, can you not just go the way you came? Can you just walk there?
The
I
Neil
would
Bull
like
says,
Neil Bull to answer, please.
yeah, Neil
No,
Bull says, right. Neil Bull says, the barrier returned.
How'd that happen?
We aren't sure. We were, and you see like Neil Bull kind of thinking for a moment, and then says, we were collecting mushrooms from the southern cave when the barrier disappeared, and then Esrix, our friend, was here, but could not go back.
Okay, I'm gonna play D&D, and I'm gonna roll a perception.
Okay.
Or insight. Insight. I want to see like how
Somebody needs to roll
ready
a greater than 10 on an insight check.
9, ain't it?
I don't want to see what the brain of this tentacle friend has made. It didn't feel good.
Yeah. I want to see how much Lob is believing this story. 11.
You do think that Neil Bull is telling the truth. You also, I think you're all getting the impression that there's something being left out, omitted, but you don't think that, you think Neil Bull is being truthful.
Okay.
So
it's.
I
was just going to say it's truth by omission. Or Lies by
Lies.
omission?
Right.
Yeah. Whatever
Whatever that saying is. Yeah.
So, Meldrin is looking at this asterisk. Dang it. Asterisk. And thinking, this is the one that has the answer, but I don't want to hear it.
Well,
So did was Meldrin the
Wanna
only
ask a
one
question?
who heard it? Who
Yeah,
heard them?
heard the voice in the head.
Yeah, just Melvin.
So we don't really know.
yeah. So to us, it just looked like there's a set
It
of
looks
birth
like they
in
didn't
the
answer your
atmosphere.
question.
Right. Well, then Mildred said, "Don't talk anymore."
Yeah.
No, wait.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Asterisk.
So we can ascertain.
Asterisk, do you know, and I just want an affirmation or a decline, do you know how to make your barrier go away?
The tentacles are like
Weird secondary.
secondary.
Next
That's
question.
settling.
Are you here to harm us or these nice fish folk? Get insight. I don't know if I can incite a thing with.
I imagine he shakes his head,
Yeah.
but the tentacles are like, yeah.
I don't even know if I can do that.
Well, checks out. I mean, our good friend here is not trying to hurt anyone. We should probably help them.
What did you roll?
Not good.
Also, one other thing, could anyone who wants to roll either we'll say a survival or a nature. A
I have
survival or a
+5 in
nature.
survival. I've got +5 survival.
Go for it.
Is this to find out about the film?
Yeah.
I got a 17.
Oh, nice. And this is for nature?
Survival.
Survival? Okay. So you are used to traversing around Estersea, and you have a very good lay of the land. You have a decent spatial awareness, and you think, judging by how long you traversed down in this cave and how far north it brought you just by descending, that where that barrier is might be the farthest north that any Estersean has ever been.
Oh. Okay. Getting Samwise Gamgee in here.
Namalesa says, does anybody know Dispel Magic? It's a spell. I know that's like a I know that's like a taboo thing, but we're all close enough now that
Yeah. Can we see if the yellow is magic? That's a thing.
yeah, could we do like an
magicians do,
Arcana
right?
check on it?
Yeah, sure. So do you want to go back up north
Yeah.
to...
We'll say, let's go check out this
Sphincter
thingy
of magic.
and see what's going on.
Magic sphincter.
My husband just looked at me with the strangest face.
Let's go check out this sphincter.
Context.
So could I do an Arcana check?
Yeah.
My dice have not been rolling very well today.
Put them in dice jail.
It's a 1. Plus 6, so I got 7.
Well, with a 7, you're getting some serious magic more so than like nature or anything vibes.
Yeah.
Um,
As I suspected. Okay.
So something made this barrier go away. Wait. When did the barrier
Yeah,
go away?
good question.
so, I'm trying to think of how they would describe time since there's no like days.
What about
They must have to sleep though. They'd still have sleep cycles.
Yeah,
What
we'll
about
still say
Hogan?
sleep cycles then. It has been,
who sleeps?
about 2
Like a
sleeps.
toddler.
Does that seem to match up with the weird thing that happened to us in the sky in
Wait,
Mist and Vale?
yeah.
Yeah.
The sky suddenly went clear.
That's where the gears in Meldrin's brain was slowly trying to get to.
Yeah.
Jill is so proud of us right now.
Yeah.
Finally.
I don't think we can emulate that.
No. But maybe we can say, like, well, I think we all witnessed the event that allowed you to come over, but that's not something that we've ever seen happen before. So, maybe it will happen again, but I don't know how likely that is.
Guys, the sky... Jill, you said that the sky is green and you can't really, like, see anything. Guys, blue and yellow make green. This is literally a dome all around Estersea.
Yep. That's what it's looking like.
It's too bad that we don't, like, our characters don't know the sky is blue.
Yeah, Lob would never think of this.
Yeah.
Lob is so far... Like, Lob is like, oh, it disappeared when the sky went clear, but does not think of a dome.
Well, could we make a roll
We're
to
all
see
like-
if anybody makes that jump? Like, maybe this is some kind of barrier around everything.
Yeah.
What kind of
Make
roll?
a-
Would that be insight?
Well, you know what?
Perception?
Yeah. Well, we can just say like, okay, yeah, go for it. Could do like invest any intelligence, like an intelligence check, investigation.
I'll do investigation.
Meldrin, for once in his life, is determined to use his head and not just make assumptions.
His other head.
Yes! This is magic berry. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
I got a 24.
You do it.
Of course, Namalisa
He's
did.
trying so hard.
I'll be like, you get part of it. I'm like, yes, good job, Mildred. Also.
Yeah, and you're kind of maybe with a 24, you're even kind of putting together that like the city of Estersea is kind of like right in the center of where all the maps are.
Right.
So it's kind of like centered directly on the city itself.
And so do I think maybe like whatever it is that controls this barrier would maybe be in Estersea?
I mean, I think like you just came to that conclusion, so maybe, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Was the barrier keeping us in or him out?
Good question. Do you say
I
that?
say that probably too loud.
Yeah.
Also, I
You
think
try to
it's
whisper it,
so-
but he can hear, or they can hear your thoughts anyway.
Mildred is just such a performer that it's just stage. It's whispering,
everything's
like, every
stage
single
whisper.
time.
Everyone's polite enough usually to pretend they don't hear.
So Phillips just said something in chat. He said there's a magical quarantine barrier around Estersea, and that reminded me of some of the things that we had been talking about when we started creating Estersea about, like, because we were definitely playing on the whole quarantine notion and that there had been illness, and so we had been, like, separated from, but I don't know how much of that, is that, like, well known? Like, the
Part of
reason
our
that we are
history.
secluded from other places is because of this sickness from hundreds of years ago? Or would I need to roll to, like, know
You
that...
did know.
That's the story you've been told
Yeah.
all your life. Is that
That's the reason that...
the rest of the world is dead and gone because of some disease,
Yeah,
and I mean all that's left is Estersea.
right.
But people have been like at the beginning of the campaign, we mentioned that, mentioned
Right, people are
that
starting to
people were exploring to try and kind of
venture out.
figure out what's going on, see if they can see land, see what they can see outside.
Yeah.
And people have tried to sail out of Estersea, but the rocks have been too clustered at the one opening of the ocean. So
Cool.
Does this guy have a disease? Or this person? This tentacle
Entity.
friend?
Oh. Could I do, like, a medicine check?
sure.
I'm gonna. I've decided
Medicine
Meldrin figured
is
this out with his
wisdom.
19 roll. So he's going to also make a medicine check now. No, but yet.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I got 21.
Yeah,
Ooh.
so I don't think you'd know this person's physiology very well, but as far as you can tell, like their walking fine. Their tentacles look springy. Their skin looks like
Glowing.
moist, not like crackly or anything. Like they seem to be okay.
No, like pus oozing out of any weird.
No,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mildred just thinks he looks sick as hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he wasn't above trying to be polite to this tentacle entity.
Namalisa is going to ask, has anybody tried, like, touching it? What happens? Do you know?
The tentacle entity?
No, the berry.
You want me to touch Estersea? Okay.
Yeah.
Give you permission. Mildred always asks for consent.
That's good.
So,
Good.
Estersea looks at
Bare
Neil
minimum.
Bull, and Neil Bull walks up past you and puts a hand on the. I was like, flipper? No, I think they have a hand. Like a webbed hand, and kind of taps it, and where he taps it, it like energy, like
Radiates?
expands off it. Yeah.
Ripples?
Like ripples of like yellow energy, yeah, and it's like
out towards.
just like
Oh,
flat
okay,
to
like
the
the
side,
surface.
It's like a flat
Yeah.
surface almost.
yeah.
Alright, Lob sees Neil will touch it, and Lob kind of tentatively like reaches out to touch.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like anything. It's not cool. It's not hot. It's just like a room, like completely same temperature as you, I guess. So you're not feeling like any temperature from it, but
Yeah.
it is a hard surface that
Okay.
it seems impenetrable.
Okay. Like skin. It sounds like.
But like hard, like really, really, really hard.
Oh, okay, so it's like an actual solid.
Yeah, it's definitely a solid, but it's
Okay.
not. There's no temperature difference
Okay.
between you and it, so you don't feel a temperature. You just feel that it's solid.
Namalisa
Okay.
will take her dagger and kind of poke at it. Is it?
It
Stab it.
ripples out like a bright, like yellow ripples from it.
But does not like go in at all.
No, and the ripples fade. Like they don't like keep going out like water. It's just like they're like.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah. All right.
Huh.
Well,
And there's no sound when you do that either. It's not like tink 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 or anything.
Mhm.
There's no sound.
Oh, Lob is going to go out and hit that third crystal again.
Okay. Once again, the it lights up like a little briefly and then does not.
Neil Bull, do you know what that crystal is supposed to do?
I don't think he would. He says no.
What is
No.
this?
They
What is
know,
this
or does
room?
Or
for?
they shake their head?
Yeah, Estrix kind of Estrix.
Lies and says he
No,
doesn't.
no. I'm trying to decide. Like Estrix looks and kind of gestures. Like, do you want me to tell you? Like,
Oh, Namalisa,
Mm-hmm.
Estrix might talk in your brain.
Oh, sure.
I think that's normal.
That's cool. I would love to hear.
okay.
Actually, Namalisa would be totally all about that.
Yeah.
Right. So
Science.
Estrix says to you in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
this is an old technology that is meant for opening and closing. The third one is for the container behind, but there is a security measure to keep it locked while the doors are open.
What's inside of it?
Roll a D100 for me.
Can I do the D100?
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
I'm super ready.
I did yours, so you might as well do mine.
Oh, I forgot to roll one that's a 10.
You rolled 100 dice.
None of them have zeros on them.
Right, because
Just choose one that's your tens and one that's
and
your.
roll it again. Yeah, roll them again and choose one that's the tens before you roll.
29.
29. Oh my gosh. Okay. So all of you, so Ogun, let me just check something here. Okay. All of you except for Estrix get a sudden headache. And actually, the two Kuatoa are okay too, but Ogun and all of you get a headache and your nose starts to bleed.
Oh.
And you all have
no.
disadvantage on wisdom perception checks for 1 hour.
Ew.
So your perception checks are all going to be...
I don't love that.
No.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like when you do your vicious mockery.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
And Estrix, like, kind of like their tentacles are like,
Aww.
because they realized that was like...
They didn't want to
You know.
hurt
It's
us.
fine. No problem. It's fine. It happens all the time.
We'll
it's
be
just
fine.
like when it's drawn, you know?
We didn't even lose any hit points, man. It's cool.
Yeah, no hit points were lost.
Oh wait, so he was like actually like oopsie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's kind of cute.
Asterix is kind of Mormon on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I mean, I don't like this effect that he seems to have over like Nebul and Biffle and Ogun.
Right.
Like a defense mechanism.
Yeah,
No.
they actually roll insight for interpreting the like tentacle retraction.
Okay.
I know what my
Disadvantage.
Oh my gosh.
retraction means.
Oh
No, that would be
it's just
disadvantage.
No.
It's just perception
just
check.
perception
Oh.
checks.
17.
Just perception.
Mine's
17. Yeah,
18.
you're not sure if it's like guilt on like the look on Estrix's face. You're not sure if they're feeling guilt or if they're just kind of like surprised at the reaction, at what happened.
Okay.
They appear to be trying not to hurt us.
Namalesa just had like a spark moment, and she's gonna pull the book out and be like, "Hey,
Okay.
do you know this language?"
Estrix nods.
Oh my gosh! I've been trying to read this book. Do you think it would kill us if you read it to us? How much worse does this get?
Lob
I
kind
don't
of
like this.
yeah, Lob kind of like reaches out and puts his hand on like Namalesa's shoulder and just like, oh. Maybe,
And Namalesa's like, I've been
yeah.
particularly interested about this table here.
No. Maybe wait till we're out of the cave. I'm beginning to suspect that the pressure is from just being down here.
Oh, we could just go back out into the other, area where the pressure's not. Anyway, maybe later. Maybe later.
I think the bottom line is we can't help this fella.
Well, you can come back to Estersea with us.
The queen might have a solution.
Yeah, and you can
That
help me.
sounds like a great idea.
You can help me read the book.
It'll be
Yes.
awesome if this guy is sick and does cause.
Do you think you
mass
could write? Like, I have some
damage.
paper here. Can you write? Do you know how to write?
That's a good question, actually.
Instead of like.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, great. Okay, so I'll just like hand over some paper and a quill and be like, if you need to
Okay.
say anything, maybe this would be a little safer.
Takes it, and it looks like it might be the first time they've held a pencil, and they look like they're trying to like remember something. Yeah, and then they are holding it like this, and then they wait. Why don't I just show you with like a pencil? They're holding it like this, and then they kind of think for a minute, and then hold it a bit closer to like I don't know how many fingers they have. I should have looked that up, but I didn't think this would come up. So they hold it a bit closer to a normal like pencil hold, like writing implement hold, and says take us to Estersea. And they spell Estersea with like the E is backwards.
Okay. Like a 3.
Yeah, Estersea.
Estersea. Estersea. 3.
True name of Estersea.
That's the sequel.
Okay.
Get into the deep loop.
Yeah, we can do that, but we just need to get our other friends, and then we, need to grab a little rock sample to take back with us, and then we're good to go. You can come with us, I think. Right, guys? Yeah?
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah.
Okay.
Meldrin is nodding.
Oh.
Camille is screaming inside.
Yeah, Lob isn't loving the plan, but he's like, well, if anybody's going to have an answer, it's going to be the queen, who apparently might be like millennia old.
Right. And
As far as you guys know, the queen is like under 100 years old because the king.
maybe it was an ancestor of hers that she looks like.
Oh, maybe. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's what Lob would go with, now that I think about it.
I've done a few studies of generational likenesses, and sometimes it can be quite striking.
Elves are pretty cool.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah. All right, let's go.
We also are agreeing with each other, but for different reasons.
Okay.
This is a terrible idea, right?
This Estrix seems like an amazing person with a unique perspective that we've never had a chance to encounter before. And they're stuck here, so they're also
And they can translate your book.
They can translate the book, which we should all be interested in, because we've been there's been attempted murder on us at least twice because of this book.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, the first time,
used to-
like, the alleyway thing was literally them asking for the book and then attacking us. So that one for sure.
Oh.
Jay, I like the idea that Meldrin hasn't known that the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Why are these people
yeah.
attacking us? Well, because it might have been something
Okay,
else.
that's fine.
It might have been something else that Meldrin did, right? Like, there's like 6 things that he's like, oh, it was probably that thing.
Just kind of replaying it in his brain. It's like, wait, that was all for this nerd stuff?
He's like looking at all their faces like, oh, okay, whose daughter?
Why would anyone?
Yeah.
Or son.
Right.
Or son. Well, is Meldrin in the guy?
What? Yeah, oh
Is
yeah.
Meldrin in-
Pretty much.
Oh,
anything.
okay, all right. Yeah.
Meldrin's
pretty much into
just in.
Milton's not sure if he's not into this tentacle person.
Right.
It's like this.
He's still trying to figure it out. But the point is,
Oh, go ahead.
I had a point, but I can't remember what it
I'm
was.
so sorry. I was going to ask if we wanted to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Seems like a sensible place.
10
Give me a
minutes?
chance to like catch up because like you. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be right back after a little bio break.
10 minutes or so, do we say?
Yeah.
See you soon, everybody.
Oh.